We'll wait for some people to log on. And bring up comments. Gets a few people logged on. Very rainy night here in Waverly, New York. I suppose it's going to melt all the snow. Pretty foggy driving back from middle Pennsylvania. I did something I didn't think I'd ever be able to do, guys. I lifted up an Allison transmission, and I'm not going to say I'm not going to pay for it for the next few days. A 5-speed Allison out of a 2003 Chevy 2500 HD with a Duramax diesel. I needed the tranny for my dually, which many of you have heard or probably found out. My dually transmission went bad due to some getting the wrong oil put in it. So, probably it had some miles on it too, so probably that was a factor. I'm not sure. But anyway, so getting a tranny to put back in it. Used one, freshen it up a little bit, put it in. I got a good local mechanic that's going to do it. So I trust him a lot. He's treated me really well over the last year and a half. So when you find a good mechanic, guys, you stick with him, especially one that's, like I said, he really stands behind his work. I mean, he let me, I had a lot of doubts about who I was going to trust to work on trucks because I didn't have really good experiences before. Spent a lot of money, and the motor lasted 6 months after it was supposedly repaired or fixed or whatever, and kind of put a sour note in my mouth. And now I got a mechanic, and he literally doesn't pull any punches. He fixes it, tells me what it's going to take and what my results will be. And so far, he has not deviated from what he's told me. So. But a lot of faith in someone like that. So I got him. He's going to be changing the tranny out for me. But I did not realize how heavy these things were. So my trip to Pennsylvania was quite entertaining. I think it was Milford, Pennsylvania. I went and picked up this tranny, and I want to tell you what, pick it up was not something I did very easy. So somebody told me these things are almost 600 pounds. I don't know if anybody could double check that, but it was a 2003 Chevy 2500 HD with a 5-speed Allison and the transfer case. So, yeah, it was. I used to picking up 300-pound flywheels, but this one was a struggle, real struggle. So I'm probably going to pay for it for the next few days. The hand's still bandaged, so it was pretty much a one-arm deal to get it in there. So this hand's still kind of boogered up for a while. I imagine a couple more weeks it should be almost ready to go back into full service. So, but anyways, we're gonna talk about the Baler Tour. Guys, I need to know who's serious about it, who ain't, so I can plan a trip, get you guys exact quotes on what it's gonna cost to get there. Obviously, everybody knows fuel's still up, so I drive an RV with my tools and stuff in it, and it gets, on probably the best day, 5 to 6 miles to the gallon. So. We need to find out who's serious about it. We need to get deposits down. And what's going to happen is like we had one gentleman last year in Murfreesboro that he picked up the trip after we already started. He paid a deposit, but when we got there, he actually made it cheaper for everybody else. So we took what was left of the deposit for everybody else and put it towards their parts and labor rate. So guys, even if you pay a deposit and we get more people in the area, it's going to come off of your labor bill and your parts bill. So it all works out real well. It's a brick on wheels. Rachel's exactly right on that one. Getting a lot of questions, guys, about the international update kits. Just so you know, I'm getting low on the kits. When they're gone, they're gone. I'm not because the next batch of them is going to cost almost $200 a knotter to have them remade. The CNC that was going to take place. Don't think anybody's going to be interested in them at that price. So it's the update kit. It cures the International of the tying issues it has. Gives you a beautiful little razor blade that only costs you $4 for a package of 5, not 21 or $24 for one little razor blade from C&H, which is ridiculous. And the bracket and their spring tension plate to hold the twine in the twine disc is just a joke. I overdid it on mine when I made it. I made it a little gauge thicker steel. They go in kind of hard, and they kind of hard to get the holes lined up because there's a lot more pressure on them. But so far, this year coming up, I think the one baler is going to hit 45,000 bales. And the only misses he's had is where he's had the knot between the two bundles come apart in the needle. So he had a couple missed ties when the razor blade got dull. He says they're averaging about 4,300 bales to a set of razor blades. So he said when he hits 4,000, just change them out. But they're cheap. You can pick them at your local hardware store. But if you guys got any questions, ask now. But like I said, we're looking to take deposits. If you're serious, if you want me to come out, but I do offer the other service. It's going to be online. It's $100 for the first hour, $85 for each additional hour. And like always, guys, all services need to be paid the day that they are done. So there's going to be no more like deferring bills or deferring invoices. I can't do it anymore, guys. I'm not going to be carrying, once my kit's empty this time, I'm not refilling them. So the more videos you send to your balers, the more parts we can get there. So when I get there, we can just put it together. The baler class school is going to start up here. I'm going to get the rest of the paperwork I need to get done, but I'm going to start it probably this spring or more towards May. It'll be a couple days a week. I'm going to try to do class videos of at least 10 people or more. It'll be a live internet class, and the one thing that's going to hang up everything, guys, for you getting certified in the baler you're looking to be good at is that I'm going to pull you in. You personally have to come here, and I'm going to screw the baler up, and you're going to have to fix it. I got a beautiful notebook full of stuff that stumped me for days, and I still get stumped, guys. Don't think that as long as I've been doing this, I know everything. I had a 14T come in last year. It took me 3 days to figure it out, and it was really wild. I'm not going to tell you because there's probably going to be a few guys that want to do 14Ts, but it was the simplest fix. But it was really amazing because even me, as many as I touch of those, it was just something that was so simple I overlooked it. And there was nothing to do. The book even told you how to even come close to fixing. It was one of those oddities that a stick or something must have got in the path and caused the problem. I'm assuming. I don't think somebody would deliberately go in there and bent what they bent, but it turned out to be quite entertaining. Like I said, every year, guys, I learn more and more about these balers, so you never stop learning. But anybody got any questions about the tour, about the future of the school, the classes? You can certify an individual model of a baler. If you're going to do a series of balers, it's going to be a longer class because I'm going to test you on everything you want to do. If you want to do 300 series, which would be, I consider the early 300 series, 336, 346, 327, 337, 347. And when you go to the last series, 300 series, the 338, 328, 348, with the green pickup heads, they run heavier clutches, stuff like that. It's not a lot more to learn. As the video you guys see on YouTube, the Christmas gift I gave every John Deere baler owner from the 336 on up to the new ones, the timing's the same, guys. It's like a 5-minute video. So you can check your own timing on your baler. You can replace your chains with confidence. It's really simple, guys. But there will be no need for the timing. The mainly thing that the school's going to teach you is knotter breakdown, what to look for when adjusting the plunger. Anybody that takes the classes, the school, is going to get an additional 10% off with your certification anytime you order parts. So to help you out on that end. Probably the international stuff, guys, I'm not going to be able to do much with because I am not remaking that knotter update kit for the international knotter. So if anybody's interested in the knotter kits, get your kit now because once they're gone, they're gone. I'm only going to keep about probably 8 sets for myself, which 8 sets means that does 8 full balers because I'm still collecting internationals. and I'll keep one master set. But that's it until the price of stuff comes down, guys. This is ridiculous. Uh, uh, don't want to point fingers, but well, I've never seen stuff jump as high as it has, and the cost of everything going up so fast is it, thank you, Joe Biden. I guess I don't want to be that kind of person, but I had high hopes that I was a Trump supporter, and I was high hopes that Joe, when he came in, wouldn't be too radical, that we can finally get somebody in the middle of the road. But this is our fourth year with it, and then I'm telling you from my perspective, because I buy parts all the time. My repair kits to fill them used to be $1,500, and we're hitting the $4,000 mark now to put the same parts in there, guys. So all those parts you guys bought from me when I had my kits, you sit down because it's gotten bad. So I'm not gonna. I refilled them already once. So once they run out, usually they run out. Like I fill them twice a year usually. When they run out this time, that's it. I'm not stocking parts again. Not the small stuff for my repair kits. I will be, as soon as we get our warehouse built here, we will have parts in stock here for plunger rails, plunger bearings, stuff like that, knife kits, stuff like that. But as far as the small components, guys, I'll probably have a little bit of it. That's it. But I'm not going to be bringing anything with me because, like I said, I carried a lot of stuff in that RV, and some of the people in Burwell, Nebraska could tell you I had that RV packed full. When I left up Vestal, New York, when I packed it full up there with knotters and knotter halves and stuff, it was quite a load on the RV. It was weighed down quite well, but it almost emptied it out most everything. But it all works out. But get back to the point. Has anybody got any questions about Baler's, or any questions about the school that's coming up, the tour? If you guys got any questions, I'm here to answer them tonight. I'm going to start the tour probably the end of the month. I'm going to do a short one. If it works out, I will stay right out and keep doing it as long as I can, because I got a lot of slack because I came back too early on the last one, which was the middle of June. So this time here, guys, I might just stay out and we'll just pull a nice long tour. And maybe this time I can get out to see Aaron and maybe get to Nevada. And I've had quite a few people in California, but it's the fuel cost, guys. Because remember, even though I'll get out there, everybody's got to help me put fuel in that to get back. So that's why I'm hoping I get out, I can make like a circle, cut back, and still hit people on the way back, and make this economical for everybody. So if you guys just want to hit up for lunch, that ain't gonna cost you a fuel surcharge. Just watch the YouTube channel, watch the Facebook page. We'll post updates where we're at, what towns we're in. Always up for lunch with somebody, sitting down, chatting, shaking hands. Everybody get on Rachel about getting some merch made. So, but does anybody have any questions pertaining to Baler's? Well, Aaron, it's up to you, bud. I mean, come on, pull the trigger. You know you want to. Aaron's probably one of my bigger fans. Ross Claypool is as well. I don't know if Ross is on tonight. I got Icon. He's comes on quite a bit. But yeah, guys, the Baler Tour is going to be something else. Oh, yeah, Rachel's got family out that way. But anyways, those of you that are interested in the Baler School, please hit up Rachel. Remember, the business number is 607 846 5959. Rachel's going to put up the website for our RNS egg service. Bear with us, guys. We just got the bare minimum done. We haven't gotten the full pictures of all the parts done yet. So, and again, that phone number for the business is 607 846 5959. And hopefully this thing gets looking better. It's pretty dirty now because I was lifting that transmission up, but that was pretty rugged. This one didn't do much. It's the right hand that did the most. Well, anybody else got any other questions? I didn't announce this other than I did a live Facebook. I finally got our pellet stove relit today and got it burning, so we shut it down to clean it. Rachel, post up the phone number as well, please. I'm going to keep this short and sweet tonight, guys, because I don't think there's not a lot of questions out there. But if you got a question about your baler, please don't hesitate. Text the phone number. Shoot us an email. Anything you guys want to ask. So it's the email's BalerParts24T@yahoo.com. We check the box regularly. That's the business number. That is a cell phone, guys, so you can text it. Text messages work good, so if you send a video or a picture of what you're looking for, we try to get it figured out. Online repair, like I said, just so you guys know, as long as you have good internet, we now have it here. We now have high-speed internet. This is why I'm having no problem doing a video in the barn, so, or actually in our game room, if you want to call it. Another auction. Well, Aaron, I would, but you never buy anything. I think it's time. I do raise some more money for the youth group, guys. Aaron makes a good point. We're going to talk about one guy, a couple people on YouTube, and other charities. They collect money for charities, and they keep some of it out, and they don't donate it. The completionist. If you guys heard about that guy, $600,000 supposed to give it, and he didn't give it to anybody until he got cornered about it, and then he finally, with all the pressure, he finally gave it to where he's supposed to. And everybody lots of parts from that's funny. But guys, when I do a charity here, and you ask the guys that have won, I do a silent bid. I take a baler, I just put it up and fix it, show that it works. And I donate all the proceeds to the church. So when you guys win the auction, which is a silent bid, guys, and the thing with a silent bid is you bid with your heart, because all the money, I don't keep none of it out. All the money goes to a youth group for our church. It helps kids go to camp, helps pay for their lunches, their food, their travel, everything. So it's a great thing. And anybody that knows that I've done quite a few of these auctions now with the machinery, when you buy the machine, you write the check right to the church. I don't see it, and it goes right to them. I want to thank the last gentleman. He didn't want to be recognized. I gave him the address of the church. I shook his hand when he came to pick up the baler. He didn't want anybody to know that he won it or anything. So that's your right. But I ask, if you do win, if you want to be on, I'd like to be able to use your name. But if you don't, that's your privacy. I won't give your name out if you say you don't want your name out there. But it was really nice. That was a really good bid on the machine, and it went to a good cause, very good cause, and it helped a lot of kids out. And I think Aaron makes a good point. I think it's time for me to do another one. So if you guys got a particular model you want to see me auction up, let me know. I'll go to some sales and I'll take some opinions from you, and you guys tell me which one I should buy and fix it up and get it ready to go, and we'll run it in for an auction. So if you guys got some models you'd like to see me work on, please post in the comments, or hit me up on the business line, send a text, for the next couple weeks, guys. Send me models you think I ought to fix up, possibilities, and I'll start looking at sales and see if I can't find one or find one on Facebook Marketplace. So, like I said, we'll see about flipping. If somebody wants to donate me a baler, it doesn't work, and, that's fine. If you can get it to me, and then I will fix it, and I will put parts and money into it. But we're both going to be doing the same thing. We're going to be doing something good for a group of kids that, otherwise their parents don't have a lot of money. But it's kind of a nice feeling to see them go to camp and, get their food paid for. And it just they know that people out there care about them. They actually they love them, and they want to see them do good. And they want to see them have fun in their lives. And it's better than being on the streets, getting involved in drugs or getting involved in any kind of crime. So it benefits everybody. So, does anybody else got any questions about balers? Aaron, he's been talking quite a bit. Rachel's got the phone number up, the website. If nobody else got any other questions, I'm going to cut this short tonight. I'm going to get my bandage changed on my hand, see how big my hole is. Probably pretty big, I imagine. because I said it was about 2 inches big when I ripped the hole in it. So at least it's kind of healed over and ain't weeping no more. Well, with that, guys, no further questions. Just a quick video popped on. I'm probably gonna do one tomorrow night. I've got some. I got a customer. We're pulling a baler. It's been sitting outside for 15 years with a motor on it. I was really shocked. I'm not gonna give his name out, but the motor still turned over. I cannot believe it. A four-cylinder Wisconsin. The screen's rotted right off it. It's got a lot of rot on the baler, and I'm going to be bringing this thing back to life. It's a Super 77 mid-serial number. I'll get you guys some pictures tomorrow, but I went there today, got the spark plugs out, sprayed some penetrating oil on the valves, get them soaking on the engine. Got to drop the oil, stuff like that, and I got to get new plugs and wires and start getting this thing back to resurrection, guys. But anyways, I don't see any more questions. Aaron, have a good night. Thank you, Rachel, like always. Thanks to all you guys out there. God bless you all. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video.